How you doing, Cali Crowd? We've had the video going through a bodyweight only pull workout. Today, we'll be running through the antagonist movement, a push workout that is very typical of what I do on a weekly basis. Similar to the video on the bodyweight pull workout, we're going to be sticking in the high rep ranges today, 8 to 12 reps with relatively short breaks. This will allow us to build up that capacity for work and develop the muscles that we will need if we want to level up to more advanced bodyweight exercises and calisthenics pushing skills. If you're wondering if you can build muscle through just calisthenics, then you won't be wondering after this session. As is expected of push training, our chest and triceps will be getting a hit, but don't get it twisted, we're also going to be getting in a shoulder workout and our core will be put to the task as well. This is going to be a workout that everybody will be able to take part in, as all the exercises are very scalable, and I'll reference how we can tweak exercises as we go through this video. Just so you know as well, guys, a calisthenics push warm-up video will be linked down in the description as well. But without further ado, let's just jump straight into it with the first exercise, which is the ab walkout. I actually love this exercise more because of what's going on at the shoulder than what's going on at the core. I mean, we're still getting the core in a good position that we will use throughout this workout, but in this exercise, we have scapular elevation and retraction into scapular downward rotation as we walk away with our hands. Then we go into scapular protraction and upward rotation as we walk back, and we have all of this in one rep. Straight arm pushing strength is something that we will need to get used to a lot in our calisthenics. And this exercise allows us to do this at a lower intensity than typical calisthenic skills. Keep the arms straight the whole time, maintain that hollow body, and don't let your ego run away with you. Only walk out as far as you feel you can maintain these two things. There's no awards to be won by walking out and losing your hollow body, or walking out so far that you can't walk back. If you're feeling particularly adventurous, you can level this up to an ab wheel rollout, but in the interest of keeping this workout accessible, we'll stick to the ab walkout. Perform these for 8 reps for 3 sets to get our bodyweight push session underway. Take 90-second breaks in between. Moving on to the next exercise though, and it's probably my favorite one, it is the Pike Pushup. Overhead pressing is something we experience a lot in calisthenics, and training this pattern in a way that incorporates being partially upside down already will compound the benefits that we'll see when it comes to our ability to develop transferable strength later on down the line. Pushing in the Pike Pushup in a diagonal path ensures that we're drilling for specificity in the movement path that can be applied to skills like bent arm pressing and handstand push-ups. If you struggle with the Pike Pushup, we can regress to the Pike Shrug exercise, shifting from scapular elevation to scapular depression with a more limited range of motion. Or if you're feeling like you want a bigger challenge, adding more range of motion by performing the Pike Pushup on platforms or elevating the feet in advanced Pike Pushups are a great way to up the ante. We're going to be going for 10 reps over 3 sets with a 90-second break in between. Going into some horizontal pressing now with the next exercise. This one is a classic with a bit of a twist, it's the ring push-up. I say with a bit of a twist very literally, because in the ring push-up, ensure you turn the rings out at the apex of the push-up. The whole point of training on rings is that more tension has to be created to stabilize them. The shaking and wobbling that comes with this is further stimulus for muscle growth. Standard push-ups are great but can be difficult to progress. More so than weighted push-ups or decline push-ups, ring push-ups are my favorite method for leveling up horizontal pressing at higher rep volumes. By adducting the arms and turning the rings outwards, we're not only driving for a deeper contraction in the chest, but we're conditioning the tendons in the biceps and forearms for more taxing things that we may wish to do at a later date. If you find yourself struggling with these, regress to the standard push-up or even the incline push-up and work yourself from where you're at. 10 reps over 3 sets for this exercise, again 90-second break in between. From horizontal pushing back to vertical pushing now, and we cannot have a push bodyweight workout without having the dip. The king of all pushing exercises. If you're looking to build muscle and get stupidly strong at pushing, then I can't think of an exercise that fits the bill more than the dip. In the eccentric phase, look to lower yourself under control until your upper arm is perpendicular to the lower arm. There's actually very little benefit to going really low in the dip exercise. Past the point where your shoulders and elbows are level, you're not getting much more of a stretch on the triceps. At the top of the dip, lock out the elbows and push tall into scapular depression. This is a subtle cue that is all the more important if you spend a lot of time doing overhead vertical pushing with exercises like pike and handstand push-ups. If you struggle with dips, you can always regress with a resistance band. Again, work at the level that benefits you the most and leave the ego lifting to the meatheads. 10 reps for 3 sets, and we're gonna have a 2-minute break in between our dips. Okay, so at this point in the bodyweight push workout, you might be starting to feel a little bit tired. So we're gonna wrap this up with the final step, which is the push superset. In this superset, we're gonna be going for 8 scapular push-ups where we push for maximum protraction at the top of each one. Then after 8 reps of that, we're gonna lie face down and go into what I call the body press, where we're lying face down, push the shoulders away from the ears and protract the scapula. Squeeze the glutes and keeping the arms straight, hands palm down, push into the ground and hold this for 10 seconds. If you were flipped upside down while doing this exercise, this is what you would look like, and it's essentially the bodyweight version of the Maltese press. We should be feeling this in our chest, delts and biceps as well. Being able to push with the biceps extended and acting as a stabilizer is a really big aspect of becoming strong in pushing movements. This is our superset. Work these 2 exercises back to back for 2 sets with a 60-second break in between. Crowd, let me know what you think of this bodyweight only push workout. These exercises are my bread and butter when it comes to building a strong calisthenics base. And I'm really looking forward to understanding how this benefits you. So let me know down in the comment section below. And crowd, I'll see you in the next one.